Well, hello and welcome. Spring is definitely in the air. Everything is looking so beautiful at the moment in nature. I went for a lovely walk yesterday and really enjoyed seeing all the blossom on the trees. The cherry blossom, the magnolia, the yellow forsythia. Everything's so pretty. Everything's opening up for spring. So I think we'll open up our bodies likewise. We'll stretch into the sides of the body, open up the chest, the heart centre, the shoulders. These are ways we don't usually move the spine. We're usually going forward like that. We don't open to the side or back bends. And the energy's changing. We're moving from the slow, quiet yin energy of the winter to the more dynamic energy of summer, the yang energy. So sit quietly a moment, give yourself time to arrive. Take time to check in how this body of yours is feeling today. Look inside. Anywhere that feels particularly good. What does that feel like? Where's that? Anywhere not so good. How's the feeling there? Maybe you can put a colour to these areas. What does the breath do? How does the breath move the body? Is your breath rapid or shallow, or is it slowing down and getting smoother and easier? It will do as you settle. So come back and we'll do a few breaths together. This is called the three-part Taoist breath. Take your hands to your heart and breathe and draw the energy up. Exhale and let it all go, spread it about. Inhale, draw it back in, hands to the shoulders. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, palms face to the back. Lift your heart. Exhale to the earth. And come again. Breathing in energy, drawing it up. And spreading it around. Big stretch. Palms up. Take it back home. And round the back. Big stretch. Inhale. And to the earth. Well done, let's do one more. So breathe right into the top of the lungs, into the clavicle area between the shoulders. And a nice long, slow, complete out breath, navel to spine. Breathing in, feel the ribs expanding to the sides and the back as well as the front. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, extend the spine, look up. Exhale, come to the earth. And gather back to the heart. Just sit a moment and what's your intention for your practice? What do you want from your practice today? Come onto hands and knees. Make sure you've got enough padding. And you may need a block with you or something similar. Let's warm up the hips. Circles in the hips here. We store a lot of stale energy in the hips this time of year. So make these circles as big or as small as you want. And we'll reverse them. When you feel you can maybe get into all of the spine now as you make the circles bigger. Let all of the spine feel a resonance of this movement from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Nice big circles here. And then if you like, you could move in a little bit of freestyle. You could come back, you could come forward, have a wiggle. You could have an explore. Do a figure of 8. Whatever you like. Just take time to check into the body, into the sides of the body. Anywhere that's a bit stuck, a bit tight today. Moving through the spine as long as the knees, the hands are connected to the earth. Being creative. Just thinking about your lovely, free, healthy spine. And then you could carry on wiggling. Or you could do a few of our cat-cows. You breathe in, you look up, you breathe out, round the back, like a scaredy cat. You might even shut the eyes if you know this well. It's such a basic movement, but it's so good for you. It's so nourishing, so beneficial for a beautiful, strong, flexible, healthy spine. And next time you're round the back, hold it. Look at your thighs, press down with your hands and knees. Take a few breaths into the back body. Draw the belly in. Breathe in between the shoulders. Feel the space you're making. As you press down with your hands. Some nice deep breaths into the space of the heart at the back. We usually think about our breath just in the front of the body and the chest, but we've got more capacity in the back body and the lungs at the back. Well done. Take your knees apart maybe. Take a big stretch back into your child. All children are different. Choose yours. You might reach the arms in front of you, forehead on the mat, and maybe come up on fingertips and lift up under the armpits and walk the fingers away. Get this delicious stretch all the way through the sides of the body. And allow yourself to soften. And maybe you just want to rest your forehead in your hands. And let go. Breathe in between your shoulders. Breathe out, allow your back to soften. Breathe in between your shoulders. And breathe out, letting go into the kidney area. We store a lot of energy in our kidneys. Breathing in between the shoulders, breathing out, letting go in the lower back. Relaxing into the kidney area. Well done. Just come onto hands and knees. Let's take a big stretch out in your first down dog. You might take a little walk. You might rise up and down, or you might just marinate there, lengthen the neck. Look at your thighs, press down with your hands. And see if you can make even more space through the sides of the body. Make it a bit juicier. The knees are soft, but you're drawing up through the thighs. Breathe well. So, such a wonderful stretch to stretch out the back of the legs, to lengthen the spine. As you press down with your hand, you can lift your tail higher. Make more space through the spine, through the sides of the body. Well done. Come onto hands and knees. And step your right foot between your hands. Put your hands on your thigh. Lift your heart. And we'll open up into our crescent moon posture. Breathe well into the space of the heart. So draw the lower rib down. Lift the pubic bone like there's a magnetic force between the two. Lengthen the tailbone. So you've got this lovely curve in the low back as well as between the shoulders. Your backbone's distributed evenly. Some nice deep energizing breaths here. Opening up the heart, opening up the lungs. A lovely stretch into the low back here. Lovely, a couple more breaths. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. So you get a nice stretch of the front of the thigh, the front of the left thigh. That's lovely. So from here, come down here, nice big stretch and a little wiggle. Then the knee. So we're going to turn into a gate posture and stretch the sides of the body. That left knee comes forward, the right leg stretches out. You might need your block here, you might need your block by your left knee. Got room behind me. Take your right hand down and we'll open up. Breathe well. Pericardium, the gate. So it doesn't really matter where your foot is. It can be like that, it can be like that. Just make sure you're comfortable and the hips are squared off. And if the shoulder's tight or it's not comfortable today, that's fine as well. And as you breathe, just feel the space you're making between the left ribs. Breathe into the left lung. And let gravity, the weight of your body and your breath ease you out. Some of you might come a little bit deeper. Some might get the hand to the earth. Or even put it on your brick. And that's okay. But stay here if that's enough. So you might even curl the toes up and you might even be able to hold the foot if you want a deeper posture. But remember, this is your practice. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters what it feels like for you. We're doing functional yoga. We're not doing aesthetic yoga. We're getting into your body, your breath. And it doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it's safe. A big circle with that top arm. And you may need to put your hands on the block here as we come over and stretch to the right side. And likewise, if that's a bit icky for the shoulder, that's fine. Breathe well. Can you make any more space? Can you really lengthen out the waist? Really a big stretch here down the outside of the body for the gallbladder meridian. Through the inner leg for the liver meridian. Liver and gallbladder meridian. The liver and gallbladder are the organs associated with the spring. We need to re-energise these areas. So either stay there or take a rest. If you want to lift that right leg up, Then take a little bind, like a tiny dancer. That might be good as well. So I'm just working, and it's always a direction, working my foot towards the back of my head. You can open up as much as you like. Keep the tummy nice and firm. Couple more breaths. Well done. Stretch out that leg. Take a little movement over the right leg. Another big stretch here. Push back with the right hip and lengthen your body over the right leg there. My gaze is over my toes. Take a few deep breaths. Keep the knees soft if you want to, and you can flex and point the foot if you like. And maybe come a little bit deeper and just draw the ribs towards the inner right thigh. And soften. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. Well done. Bend the knee. Let's take another down dog here. I think we might want to breathe in, rise up, lift the heels, breathe out, ease the heels down, stretch out the back of the legs. And a few more. And when you ease the heels down, press down with the balls of the foot. Maybe lift the toes out. Fabulous. But keep the knees soft. Exhale. Maybe lift the toes up, spread them out, stretch out the back of the legs and calves. A couple more. Press down with the hands. Lift your sit bones higher. That's it. And one more. Big juicy stretch. Lengthening the spine. Allowing yourself to soften. Keep the shoulders soft. Come onto hands and knees. So this time I'm going to turn around so you can see me. You can stay where you are as long as you can see me. Let's take the left foot through. Well done. And slowly start to stack the spine up the top of the pelvis. Press the hands into the thigh. Firm the belly. Roll the shoulders back and open up your back bends. So these are beautiful postures for this time of the year or any time of the year. We're making space through the heart centre. We're opening up the lungs. We're opening up the shoulders, but we get a nice stretch through the lower body, through the thigh, through the right front thigh, into the hips. We're strengthening the lower body. Keep the tummy firm. That's going to support your back bend. Lengthen the lumbar spine. Just maybe imagine there's a hand between your shoulders and you can let go even more. Breathing in energy, spreading that energy all the way through you to recharge you, revitalise you. Some nice, deep, slow, spring-type breaths. Can you sink a wee bit deeper? Well done. Let's stretch out and have a little wiggle if you like. Curl the toes up. Bend the knee and just turn towards the front of the mat. Okay, so, and then stretch out that left leg and take the left hand down and open up through the right. And over you come. Soften the shoulder. Very gently. So be aware how you feel. Be aware of the sensations, the breath. When you start to be aware, when you start to notice and feel the sensations, that's awareness. Yoga's a bit like a mindfulness practice here. How does it feel for you? Remember, we don't use the body to get into the posture. Use the posture to get into the body. If you want to go a bit deeper, take the hand down or rest on a block. Choose where you want to be. Get this really delicious stretch through the right side. There's something like curl toes that we might be able to bind the foot. Stay wherever. Breathe well. And just remember to let gravity, the weight of your body and your breath ease you out. Doing beautifully. Big circle round. So maybe you need to put your hand on something. Never be afraid to use the blocks. And you can always keep the arm wrapped round. You remember that. Nice, deep, energizing breaths here. Our energy can be a bit low this time of the year. So direct your breath, your energy, into anywhere that feels a bit weary, a bit tight. When we consciously send the energy to an area, it's weird, but it really works. If you think about that area, send the breath there, the energy. So either stay there, take a rest, or try this little balance. You lift the leg up so we get a nice strengthening through the outer thigh. Bend the knee and come into your tiny dancer. And it might feel different this side. Just working the foot towards the back of the head, but everything is a direction. You never have to be there. You might get there next month, next year, in the next lifetime. It really doesn't matter. Hello Evie, I can see you. I can see you wagging your tail. Couple more breaths. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly, and well done, that's fabulous. Let's turn. Let's take one more nice big down dog stretch there. A really restorative, restful dog after all that hard work. 5 breaths, breathing well. Neck long and relaxed, not holding anywhere. Looking inwards, being aware of the sensations. Yoga can be like a moving meditation, a mindfulness practice. Getting to know ourselves, getting to know that inner landscape, and a couple more breaths. Well done. Come down and take your version of child. Remember, all children are different. You might want to curl up into a little ball. Breathing in between the shoulders. Breathing out, relaxing the low back. Breathing in between the shoulders. Breathing out, relaxing into the kidney area. Allowing yourself to soften. And just taking time to check, how do you feel? How does your back feel today? And come up slowly. Come onto hands and knees. And have a little baby push up onto your belly. Let's hold the Sphinx posture. Elbows under the shoulders. So this is a fairly gentle posture, but it's very, very effective. Make sure you've got a lovely length from the elbows to the shoulders and roll the shoulders back. And as you breathe in, draw the chest through between the shoulders. And as you breathe out, really feel your spine lengthening. Keep the neck in line with the spine and look ahead. Breathe well. Nice strong tummy to support that curve in the back, in the lower back. This is a beautifully stimulating posture for the kidneys. stimulating the kidney meridian. And we store a lot of energy in our kidneys. Take a few revitalising breaths into the kidney area. Our kidneys are called the doorway to life. In the Chinese energy system, it's said that all our energy is stored in our kidneys, the doorway to life. They're about rejuvenation, longevity, revitalising you. And we need to stimulate the kidney area before we stimulate all the other organs. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you might bend your knees, but don't overdo it. Breathe well. Let's take 3 more slow breaths. And then maybe take the knees apart and windshield wipe the legs. Ease them out. And a nice counter posture for the kidneys. It's coming to a flapping fish, not for the kidneys, for a back bend, sorry. Coming to a flapping fish. Bend one knee, it doesn't matter which one, and rest here and relax. And feel the rebound of the posture. How do you feel? Be aware of the sensations, the breath moving through the body. And when you're still, it's very easy for the mind to wander. Or for you to go off and write your shopping list or think about, oh, what's late when I finish my practice? What's in the fridge to eat? But bring your mind back to the breath, to your practice. The sensations. Let's come up slowly. Come and sit in the centre of your mat. Stretch your legs out. Keep the legs relaxed. You can have the knees bent if you like. And a big stir the pots. Just to ease out the spine after all that hard work. Go the other way. Just start to feel a resonance from the base of the spine to the crown of the head here. Getting to the neck and keep it to the shoulders. Well done. And then come, bend your left knee, put your left foot in the right thigh. And you might want to sort of rest on a cushion or something if the knee's a bit dodgy. But if it's not too good, you can always keep it stretched out, don't worry. Let's take your right hand to your right shin and open up to the left. And this might be enough. That might be nice. That might be nice. There's tons of different things you could do here. I'll bring the arm over if the shoulder's still all right. Breathe well. It's a very similar posture to our gate, Paragasana, the gate. This is stage 1. Stage 2, people might get the arm by the inner leg. Might be able to come a little bit deeper. Stage 3 might even manage a bind on a toe. And the idea is to open up through the ribs. Start to spin your right rib towards the left. Feel that space and keep pushing down through the sitting bone, through the left sitting bone, and breathe well into the left lung. Feel the space between the ribs. Keep the neck soft. That's it. So really stimulating into the heart and lung meridians here. stretching through the inner leg on the right, stimulating the liver meridian, the gallbladder meridian, and the outer leg outside of the body. Stimulating that spring energy. The element for spring is the wood element. What about new growth, new beginnings, greenery? And then come up slowly, a big circle back with that left arm. And this might be enough today. Or you might come up into a wild thing. Couple more breaths. Circle it back, well done. I think we'll go straight to the other side, a big stretch out. How are your legs feeling? It might feel different this side, so adjust to suit you. Cushion if you need it or something. And keep that knee a little bit soft. Take your hand to your knee or your shin or wherever and open up to the right. So there's a little bit of a twist here as well. Some you might just wrap the arm round. You could even rest your head against your hand. Or rest the arm on the leg. Lift the arm up if it feels better. Remember, it's your practice. It's not about what it looks like. We're doing functional yoga. And see if you start to spin the ribs, the chest maybe towards the right. You can start to look up and think, oh, what colour's the ceiling? So you may be able to do a bind here. Cut the arm inner leg and push the arm against the inner leg to help your twist. And keep easing down through your right sitting bone. Mine wants to come up. Breathe well. 5 nice deep breaths into the ribs, making that space. Breathing in that spring energy, breathing out, feeling it spreading all the way through you. Where can you make it a bit juicier? Where can you go a bit deeper? So beautiful to open up the sides of the body. I love these lateral stretches at the moment. One more breath, breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly, a big circle back. And take your wild thing, baby wild thing, or a big wild thing. Just adapt to suit yourself. Breathe well. All the way down, well done. Give the legs a little bit of a stretch out. Maybe a windshield wiper is nice here. Stretch your legs out. Breathe in and reach forward. And again. Nice breath of joy, breath of the heart, and take it forward. So feel a little bit more open. You can keep the knees bent if you like. And one more. Breath of joy. Got a choice here. If you want to give yourself a little hug and gather inwards, that might be quite nice. Or you might straighten the legs, be like this. Some can hook the toes, some can bind, some might have a strap. Choose your forward bends. And just allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to soften. We're letting go now. Starting to gather inwards. Letting go of the physical practice. Starting to slow down the breath. Slow down the thoughts. Coming to a quieter place. Breathing in between the shoulders. Breathing out into the lower back. Breathing in between the shoulders. Breathing out, allowing yourself to soften. Letting go. And taking time to absorb all the good work we've done today. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. And slowly curl up. Put on warm stuff. Bend your knees. And come down and rest. Allow your body to soften into the earth. Allow the earth to hold you. And know this posture is just as important as all the other ones we've done. It gives your body a chance to absorb all the good work. So release any effort in your breath. Allow yourself to soften. Breathing in, breathing out, letting go into the support of the earth. Feeling the earth holding you. Letting go. Relaxing all your muscles. Moving into stillness. Giving yourself permission just to be. Just to be. And please feel free to stay here for as long as you want.